Hey everybody, it's Mr. L's Sidekick here, welcoming you back to more Super Metroid. In the last episode, we fought two bosses. I didn't talk about either one of them, except for Kraid a little bit. And the rest of the episode was just one giant tangent after another. About random things that probably no one cared about. This episode, though, we are going to go into the depths of the lava world Norfair, which doesn't have the best music. I mean, I like the music, but there's even better music in a... excuse me. In a way lower part of Norfair, which we can't get to right now. Because we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. At all. So over here we have another room that they want you to use the speed booster. You can mockball it. You know what? I'm gonna actually do what the game developers wanted me to do. At least for now. Because, we're not gonna do everything that the game developers wanted us to. Just yet. Not just yet. Well, might as well just talk about the actual surroundings of this world. I've never really been the biggest fan of the whole lava world motif. Like, I just think it's barren. There's not much you can do with it. I don't know why every final world in a Mario game has to be a lava world, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I also don't like the fact that all the Goron and Death Mountain levels are generally fire levels. It's not... Look, I don't have anything against fire, but it's just a bland world design. And I mean, I might be one to talk, since my favorite kind of world are the ice levels, which, again, there's nothing really to do there except the gimmick of, oh boy, we can't have any foot traction or friction or anything. You're gonna be slip-sliding all over the place. Hey, race this penguin. That's pretty much every ice level in every game. Every game ever. So... But I like ice levels for the fact that it's cold. I've always preferred the cold over the heat. I would rather be chilly than I would be warm. Warmth actually kind of makes me a bit sick if I'm too warm. If I'm too cold, I'm just fine, but if I'm too warm, I get not good. So I always end up going for the colder route than the warmer. And as such, I end up liking the ice worlds a lot more than I do, say, the lava or the desert worlds. Which makes the basement of Mario 64 really fun, because it has both a lava and a desert world right next to each other. And no ice world. Yeah, at least there's a water level, which I do like water levels too. If you've been noticing what's going on in the background to my discussion about what kind of levels I like, I'm having a bit of a struggle. This is one of the most difficult triangle jumps in the game. I don't like it. I wish that this was an easier jump. But it's not. It really isn't. Because the trick with this jump is you gotta jump right at the last possible second. Gonna have to clear this. Alternately, I can jump like this, or try to jump from this side. That was actually kind of close. Nope, get away from me. I don't like those kind of bird-like enemies. They always swoop down and always end up right in my face when I don't want them there. Because that's the kind of birds are. I don't know why I turned that into a song for a brief second, but I did. This jump makes me want to sing because I'm frustrated and I don't want to swear. Because I'm a good boy. I've sweared before on other channels, but I want to change that. I'm a good boy. I don't like to swear. I like this jump. This jump makes me really like jumping so much. This episode brought to you by the letter jump. The letter, yes, the letter. We did it. Oh boy, I thought I was gonna be on that jump for the entire episode, and I was gonna have to keep singing lyrics about jumping. Oh boy, that was a shippy jump. Shippy jump. Let's never talk about that again. Oh god, there's another jump I have to do. I really don't like it. Why do all the jumps irk me so in this game? Okay, we got a reserve tank over here. I'm just sitting in anticipation of this jump that I'm gonna have to make when I exit this room if I want the speed booster. Because let me put it like this. You can there is a way that the developers intended for you to get the speed booster, but it's long. You gotta, excuse me, I was scratching my nose. My finger might have bumped into the mic, but there is a path that the developers did intend for you to go down to collect this, to get to where the speed booster is, which is really more up. But it's a really long pathway. However, that my heart, I think I just lost like 3 years on my life from that jump. Because, if I had missed that, I would have had to go the really long way around, and I didn't want to do that. I don't like long paths. Long paths are annoying. And if long paths are the only way that something can be done, I don't like it. So, and I mean, yes, there are technically 2 items you can get on that path, but there is going to be at a later date that puts us right at that area, so we won't need to go there right now. We can just sneak around sneakily. And in this room, the speed booster, which will save us so much time. Because we can zip zoom now. You know, like Scoot always says. The wonderful bird friend Scoot from the world of Animal Crossing. Scoot the duck, who likes to zip zoom, and he likes to lift weight. Those are his only 2 character traits. Animal Crossing has a lot of characters, but all of them have no personalities. I guess it's really more left for you to put the personality in, but like that takes effort. What if I don't want to put the personality in to these characters? What makes me think I want to put a personality into a duck? like 5 ducks, 5 rabbits, a sheep that's a clown, and a monkey with a 1,000-yard stare. I mean, you could, but why would you? Alright, so we're about to get to a jump that will be the bane of my existence. Why there's so many banes of my existence in this one level, I don't know. We're going over this way first, but once we head down, people that have played Super Metroid will probably know what I'm talking about. But there is a room, for those that don't know, there is a room with falling platforms that disintegrate immediately once you touch them. So, and they hide a missile tank at the top of the room, which is also conveniently where you start out. If you, in order to get that, you need to precisely shoot, jump onto the first platform, and immediately jump off, or you're gonna fall to your doom. Fortunately, there is a way around this. If I don't make it this time, I'm not gonna try and go back and get it, because we're gonna be coming through that path at a later date. There's a lot of things in Norfair that will be gotten at a later date, because this isn't the only time that you're going to be coming to Norfair. You also come to Norfair at the very end of the game. It's probably going to be the last place you go before the final boss, which is in Tori, which is way back at the beginning of the... Okay, here we go. Way back at the beginning of the game. Ooh, okay. So, see, right over there is the missile tank. This platform and the one beneath it are disintegrating. Oh no, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Okay, we're gonna get that later. The thing is, sometimes I can actually do that, and I always impress myself when I actually am able to do that, because it's not a consistent thing, as shown right there. Of course, because this is the Let's Play curse. Okay, loud Crocomire music. Since this is the Let's Play curse, I shouldn't have expected it to work. Or would I? This is actually a really fun boss fight, and it reminds me a lot of the boss fight from Donkey Kong Country 3, the first boss, Belcha. Probably this is the more famous boss fight with this, though. Basically, you keep throwing things into the person's mouth to knock them backwards until they reach that point where they just die. And Belch's Barn from Donkey Kong Country 3 is much like that. Also, yes, Crocomire's death is a very famous scene. Oh good, we got just in time for the bone melting. It's a very famous scene, and I elected to leave it off screen because I love you guys so much. This is a family-friendly channel. No, it's not. But I decided to be family-friendly. Anyways. Spooky skeleton. I don't know why I mean, look, I'm trying to be as efficient as possible, and the most efficient way to go about is not to do that. The most efficient way to... Oh, I don't even... The most efficient way to go about, doing this room is once Crocomire dies to just go past him. And, just, like... What am I trying to say? Go past him, get the energy tank. That door normally requires the grapple, which we're going to get in a few minutes anyways, but I like to skip it. Because I am a rebel without a cause. I am Jimmy Dean, breakfast magnet. I don't know why I used a missile on that door, because it wasn't a missile door. So, if you notice, I'm going to a lot of like these item chambers and then explicitly not going the way that Nintendo wanted, so you can learn how to use the ability, because it's much quicker if you just go backwards and you just head back to where you came in. That's what I've learned. It is very... As I kind of mentioned in previous episodes, I'm not used to playing Super Metroid with a commentary track, so I really don't know what to talk about. I mean, I'm gonna find things, even if I end up going on huge tangents like the one about the busy world of Richard Scarry from last time. It's because that's just the cut of my jib. I am a... well, I wouldn't say I'm completely a talker, because I'm not the most talkative person in real life. Like, if I'm around friends, yeah, I can just... Yeah, I'm a bit of a blabbermouth. There's always something I will talk about. But if, like... if people don't want to talk about anything, that's fine. I can also just, like... I'm cool with just sitting in silence and just enjoying the company of just friends by just sitting there and not really talking, just having fun. Although it ends up, if we're just sitting around talking, we end up playing video games and we get very loud with each other, especially when we're playing Mario Party. Oh boy, when we play Mario Party, one of us is usually screaming by the end of it. Or sometimes all of us. And generally, Mario Party will go one of two ways with me, and I'm just warning this now, because eventually we are going to be playing Mario Party sometime on this channel, and it will always go one of two ways. Either I do really well, or the game decides to acid rain on my parade and burn everything to the ground. I don't know why do I keep referencing burning to the ground, like with fire, with acid rain? Because that's not the burning that acid rain creates. It's not the burning sensation that's sweeping the nation, which is a completely different thing. I don't even know. Mario Party, that's what I was talking about. I either do really well at Mario Party, or I'm terrible at it. And there's no in between. I have never, like, gotten second or third. It's either always first or fourth. And there is no in between. There's actually, it gets to the point where, well, sometimes my disbelief and bad luck at Mario Party becomes an in-joke in the friend group. Like, every time we play Mario Party, I keep hearing about Space Taxi, which references one time when okay, so there's a board in Mario Party 5, it's called Future Dream. And there's a question mark space that will take you from one side of the board to the other involuntarily on like a taxi ride through space. And it just so happened that this question mark space was right in front of the star. I had gotten like no stars the entire game, and I was finally in the running to get that star. And it's like, oh, finally. And then I landed on the question mark space. And I ended up going to the other side of the board, completely on the opposite, completely out of the way of the star. I screamed, and then went into a fetal position. It was not one of my prouder moments, but it made many people laugh. And And to this day, I still don't hear the end of it. So anyway, those are my fun Mario Party anecdotes. Oh, I do technically have another one in the fact that on New Year's, I got around with some friends that are off at college, including Peter. We all went to our mutual friend's house, and we ended up playing Mario Party, as we do with every New Year's. And we decided to play Mario Party 7. Well, I kind of decided, because I'm the one that owns every single Mario Party, and I'm always the one that brings it. I also bring Fortune Street and Wii Party occasionally, but we often end up just playing a Mario Party. But we were playing Mario Party 7 Neon Heights, which is a board all about essentially gambling. There are 3 chests hidden around the board, and one of them has the star in it, but you don't know which one. It could have a star, it could have coins, or it could have a bomb that sends you back to start. In like one turn, I went from having the lead to being in last place. I had like over 130 coins. Bowser took every single one of them. I dropped from first to last very quickly. I couldn't get a star the entire game. I ended with 0 stars. I was very mad. Very mad. I said some salty language. And I think I was completely justified in my salty language. But people are still gonna be laughing about it for years now. And probably when we play Mario Party, half the boards are gonna be good. I'm gonna actually have fun. Half the boards will be just like those 2, and I will be screaming in agony. So heading back through this way again, because we can't really go back through Brinstar, because we need the wave beam, but we don't have the wave beam, because we opted to go get the wave beam at a later date, and not right now. Do I want to go there? Yeah, hold on. That'll be the last thing of this episode. I'm gonna go into that room and finish that out. So after that, we're actually, you know what?